Hey Seekers, welcome to your Gemini reading. Working with the Rider-Waite Tarot. Hello. Okay, let's do this. What's going on with Gemini? What's going on for Gemini? I'm clear, I'm clear. Your Gemini's grown. Look at you being methodical, linear, integrated. You know what you want. And you have a very clear way of thinking, analyzing, deciding. Apparently it has to do with your past. Maybe it will kind of liquidate itself into your present and future, because I feel like you could benefit from that. That I didn't mean to tease you there. Just generally speaking, we can all benefit from that, right? But specifically here, it's coming through as making peace with the past, seeing the different sides of the coin, not necessarily agreeing to them, but recognizing them and feeling less caught up in the emotion of the past and more so reflective understanding and coming to terms. It's good. There is a nostalgic aspect to this. You're still contemplating, thinking about someone from the past, about your own past, about your childhood, about younger individuals in your life, perhaps. It will vary between different Gemmies out there. But you're really trying, at least trying, if not succeeding, to be objective, to step out of any possible subjective, triggered, reactionary approach that you had to it, to them, to this. Page of Wands. Maybe there was someone in the past that you've judged their actions as either immature or not responsible, negatively, and now you're seeing it from a different perspective. Now you're looking at it or at them or at what they did or whatever the case may be, that however you perceived it is changing. You're seeing more wisdom in them, more just basically a different way of life than yours, perhaps. That isn't worse or better, it's just different. I feel like there is some shedding of judgment coming from you guys. Interesting. Ace of Cups, which leaves room for genuine feelings, compassion, love, connection, from a cleaner place, from a more heartfelt place. The Chariot. It's like you're starting to move differently in your system and your approach to things. Just from that realization or just from that change of approach, it trickles to other fields in your life. It makes you more proactive about things that you I don't know, weren't pulled to being proactive about, I guess. It makes you want to fight for what's right as opposed to the perception of what's right. With some of you, it's as opposed to the subjective perception of what's right that you had from a place that thought was seeing clearly but wasn't seeing clearly as you now understand. Interesting. Show me more, please. Knight of Pentacles. With the Chariot here, I see a goal, a purpose that you have, a direction, a very, very specific direction that you're taking, that you're undergoing. You're very devoted to the idea. You plan. You're present. You're willing to take the journey. You're willing to take it slow or to take it fast, however the pace, whatever pace is required. Too many cards. A little less, please. Well, not less, actually. Oh, wow. Okay, another Knight, and then High Priestess. Knight of Cups and the High Priestess, and we just had Knight of Pentacles. Very interesting. It's bringing forward a very interesting specific archetype that is strengthened by the Chariot. Okay. Arthurian legends are coming through in this reading. High priestesses in the old days used to be the ones to forge swords for knights and for kings. And warriors or knights or kings, whoever needed a sword, basically would venture out to wherever the high priestess were. Sorry, one second. A car passed through with very loud speakers, like music. It sounds terrible. The bass just sounds like it wants to explode. I don't, it's like, you really need to have zero understanding or genuine connection, genuine connection to music, to play music in a sound like that that absolutely just destroys it. It's not about the music, it's about you puking yourself out into the world using someone else's words. Makes it lose its poetic, harmonious, romantic thing that music has, that music is. The decibels matter, you know, it can literally alter the music, not for the better necessarily. Anyway, so I was saying, I think, that the knights used to venture to the priestesses to ask for swords. And I'm kind of feeling like in this case, these knights encounter the high priestess and she kind of responds to them in a very like oracle riddly kind of way where it's like she questions their motive. What do you need these swords for? What is the purpose of this journey? What is the aim of these swords, of my swords? But the very, the fact that these knights even ventured to her, specifically if we're talking about the high priestess in the tarot, she rules the underworld as well, right? To venture to her, you gotta venture to the underworld. That's a mission impossible. I I just saw Mission Impossible. Do yourself a favor, go watch it. If you want to restore faith in the cinematic, entertaining aspect of the film industry, just go watch it. I had so much fun. It reminded me why I love movies and why I love acting and I needed that reminder. Speaking of, I also went to see Sound of Freedom. It's not an easy movie to watch, but it is a brilliant movie with phenomenal acting that is so incredibly powerful and important to watch. I recommend to please go watch it. Yeah, go watch both. Be a Morgainne. Go to the movie theater and watch several movies at a time. That's what I do when I go to the movie theater. It's like I spend the day. So yesterday I went, I saw Mission Impossible, and then I saw Sound of Freedom. Anyway, it's a mission impossible in and of itself to venture to the High Priestess to ask for a tool that is both um, very effective in the physical world, but also very effective in the energetic world, because like, like holy water, right? Because it carries the energy of the priestess who forged it. What am I talking about? What am I saying? I don't know. It's coming through the reading. Are you out on a journey? Do you need a sword? What are you encountering, an oracle that doubts your motives? I mean, yeah, that's what the reading says. So if not, then maybe it's not your reading. But you're on a quest, or you're about to go on a quest, and you have a very specific aim and goal. And you're going to be challenged by someone that you need for the sake. Because they're coming through as the high priestess, they know what they're doing and what they're saying. So my recommendation is to try to be as humble and as smart and as genuine and candid as possible when you face this or them, because otherwise you won't pass through, right? They're like reaching the gate. Can they pass through? Oh, I don't know. You got to answer some questions. What is this about? Six of Wands and Seven of Swords. You want something, Gemini. You want something, but you want to get there or to have it, whatever that is, without exposing something that you don't want to be exposed. Currently, this journey or this goal requires you to share something you don't want to share, show something, say something, you want to achieve the purpose, but avoiding certain aspect of the process that it requires. And I think that is where you're meeting the high priestess. It could be an energy, it could be a person, it could be circumstances that are telling you, no, you want this victory? I need to know XYZ. And I don't think because it's coming through as the high priestess, it's not as much as about this high priestess energy wanting to know. More so, it's about in order for you to get to that place or have that thing, your character needs to be in alignment. And that requires you to be authentic, genuine, brave, and honest. Completely, completely clear, completely honest. Nothing under the table, right? And by doing so, it's not as much about the information that will come out as it is about you being honest, being genuine, being true, being um, trustworthy. Okay. And it's the willingness to do something you don't want to do that will tell this high priestess that you're ready. Okay. Ah, and then she'll give you the sword. Ace of Swords right here. And we also have Ace of Cups, so we have two aces. Beautiful. We start with the King of Swords. We're starting with the potential that you have to carry this sword, and then we go through the journey that is required in order for you to receive the sword. The eternally desired Excalibur that only the worthy can pull out of the stone. It's not about being the strongest, it's about being the worthiest. So it's not about you managing to find your way to the High Priestess to get that sword. It's about the way you did it. How did you get there? How did you get to her? How did you get to this portal, to this gate, this initiation process? The reading says you'll get the sword if you'll act worthy. And the thing about the High Priestess energy is that whoever plays the role of the High Priestess in your life, be it a person, a situation, etc., they're not going to be fooled by half-truths, by deflection, by any tactic you can think of. They'll see right through it, even though you might think you're smart, because you are smart. You're right to think that. This energy sees way, way broader and deeper than what is presented. They don't just hear the words, they read the energy. Okay, so now this High Priestess can be a person, but this High Priestess can also be spirit, testing you to see if you're worthy of receiving that which you are trying to manifest or achieve, that is very unique, that is given to few. You will be tested. You are being tested. Very cool. If you want to learn to read tarot the way I know how to read tarot, which I know how to read tarot, check out my tarot masterclass. It's over on Vimeo. Link is below. You can read the syllabus, read testimonials, and then have it and have your life completely transformed. Or so I'm told it does to people. I'm humbled and grateful. Yeah, that's it. Stay magic. Stay true. I love you.